as DeClercq wins the faceoff back for the Voodoo. Send it over to Sullivan. Gets it back to Spears. Poked off his stick by Brandon Mardo. Brandon Mardo did have a hat trick in the last game. But just like that, Brandon Mardo gets it over to McQuaid, who backhands it up and over Aiden Kerr. And the Marksmen striking first. Score is 1-0. For the stat checkers out there, that was number 5, James McQuaid. Assisted by number 66, Mike Brandon Mardo. His 4th point of the day, I think. He might have had an assist in his first game. I don't remember. As Voodoo had it for a moment now. Harry Sy with it. Gets it over to Procopio. Off the boards. Tried to get it to Sy. Finds King instead. And then set back down. Voodoo still have it. Playing well. DeClercq had it for a minute. He gives it to Zenik. Chases down. Picked up by Procopio for Dallas, though. He'll walk it in and send it up. Finds Brandon Mardo. Gaining the zone. Holding up at the point. Takes the shot. That's blocked by Braden Spears. Ends up in the corner. They'll battle for it. Brandon Mardo comes up with it. He'll walk the goal line. Centers, but the only person there was Caden King for the Voodoo, waiting for it. He comes zipping past us. He brings it in. And he centers, but that goes through everybody and ends up over on the far boards. And Spears sends it back ahead. And DeClercq, his shot blocked. It goes up and finds the far boards. And Zenik turns and tries to wrist one. DeClercq gets it. Picks it up. Tries to get it back to Zenik. Dallas come up with it. And that's Costa. Gets it ahead to Wodak, who lobs it down. Goes along the boards. Finds King waiting for it. Taken away by Wodak. He puts it right at the top of the slot for Jackson Side. Backhanded it. Not a whole lot on it. Easy stick aside for Aiden Kerr. In net for the Voodoo. Another shot from Jackson Side. Goes in the near corner. Costa doing pretty good to keep Voodoo from getting anywhere with it. They do. They get it out of the zone as it gets muscled past Hicks. Now Wodak has it as changes are happening for both teams. Voodoo finally pressure. Now Murphy. He gets it, sends it down into the corner. Voodoo gonna grab it. That was Spears. Gets kind of pinned along the boards, muscled off of it. And now shot taken by Diaz. I think I said Campbell earlier. My mistake, that's a different white jersey. Number 11. As Josh Hall centers, it goes right through the legs. And Hicks pick it up at the point. This one down, Hall gets right back to it. Backhand pass attempt. Goes through the crease. Send up, Hicks will stop it, send it right back down. That's Forsyth with it. And taken away. Hall making sure Voodoo can't go anywhere. And then lob towards the net was Diaz, in and out of the glove. Just barely. Of the goalie, it comes in, and my goodness, Brendan O'Toole can run. He gets to it. Trying to send it back up the boards to McNeil. Does not succeed as Trent Corbin gets it, sends it to Harry Sy, who sends it ahead and up for Mike Brandon Mardo. Gaining the zone. Walking the feet. And the Voodoo's taken away. And the Dallas will take it right back. And now McQuaid for Dallas. Plays it off the boards. Brandon Mardo. Brandon Mardo with a nice pass. And a wrist shot attempt from Trent Corbin. Good blocker save by Aiden Kerr. Comes over for McNeil, who sends it right back for Hunter Triplett. Takes a bit of a spill. Dallas comes back up with it. Brandon Mardo with the slapper. And that one is number 2 for Dallas as it beats Kerr. That's Mardo's 4th goal of the day. 5 if you count the shootout he made.
66 from 61.
So the official assist on that goes to Harry Sy. Scored by 66, Mike Brandamardo. We got Trixie in the chat. What? I've never seen ball hockey. Isn't it just like floorball? Don't say that to a ball hockey player. But yeah, kind of. And Jackson Sy with all the pressure. Poked it. And it went through the legs of Aiden Kerr, and that is an unassisted goal. Score is now 3-0. With 5:28 left in period number 1. As the Voodoo win the faceoff, it comes all the way back. Kid Flash, Jordan Wellborn back to get it, sends it around for Godfrey. This pass finds Wodak. He'll wrist one at the net. That was gloved aside into the corner by Kerr. Wodak will lob it up to the point for Procopio. Sends it over for Harry Sy. Gets it back to Wodak. Wodak back to Procopio. Back over to Harry Sy. He'll slap one, doesn't get through. Comes back out. Sy keeps it in. Sends it over to Costa with a shot. That's blocked by Will Daniel. Back up for Procopio, over to Harry Sy. Sends it down for Wodak, batted out of the air, back for Sy. Goes through him though. And now here comes Jacob Allen putting on the Jets. And he just lost it, ends up in the boards. Drops it back for Will Daniel. Jackson Sy with a good stick, it comes out. Wellborn there to get it. His pass interrupted by Josh Hall, who backs up. And Dallas go offside. And have tagged up. Take it back. Josh Hall again. Tries to center for Jackson Sy. Jackson Sy does get to it, even though the pass was interrupted. Sends it back into the point for Hicks. Hicks fakes the shot. Sends it over. Murphy with a shot, and it's loose in the crease. And Kerr just kind of curls up in a ball. Gets that whistle. 3:58 in the first now. Trisha Brandamardo says, nice job, number 66. It's on the Brandamardo goal for Dallas. Hicks with a wrister. Blocker saved by Kerr over into the corner. And the Voodoo gonna take it and throw it into their bench. That was off the stick of Braden Spears. And that gives us a stop. And Josh Hall coming up with it off the faceoff. Gives it back to the point for Murphy. Sends it over to Hicks. Hicks to Hall. Hall protects it. Finds some space. The Voodoo with it in the corner now. It goes right through the crease. Nobody there to stuff it. Now Marksmen take it away. That's Hicks. Marksmen will get some changes. Sent ahead for Brandamardo. He gets it around the defense, walks it in, slides and falls, and it's rolling. He did well not to cover the ball, as that probably would have resulted in a stoppage. He gets it back, tries to bank it in. It's in the crease, and it bouncing all over the place. Great save by Kerr initially, and then nobody knew where it was for a moment, and ended up behind the net. Now it's going to get picked up by Slusser. That's not Slusser, excuse me, Corbin. Brandamardo with it, centers. Nobody there except for the waiting Caden King. He grabs it, brings it in, pressured by Hicks. Now here comes McQuaid to help. Hicks takes it hard around the boards. Hard. Finds Brandemardo. He'll drop it off from Murphy. Murphy gaining the zone. As he's back checked. Glove down by McQuaid. Slapper from Brandemardo from the neutral zone. Goes wide of the net. Up over here. And now here we go with Guerrera for the Voodoo, walking it in. Back and forth we go, folks. Slapper from the neutral zone. Doesn't make it through. Murphy stopped it. Sends it up. And sent right back down. There's Mueller. Stops it. Sends it ahead to Brandemardo. Brandemardo gaining the zone, walking it in. Got Jackson Sy with him, but he has all sorts of pressure. Voodoo are well aware of how many goals Brandemardo has scored just today. They need to not lose sight of Jackson Sy. He is a goal scorer, and a sneaky one at that. So back for Wodak behind the net, and he lobs it up. And Mueller out to play it as O'Toole was putting on some insane jets. Now here comes McNeil. And they are, all the marksmen collapse. O'Toole now with a shot right there. McNeil with a shot goes wide. And Harry Sy gets it behind the net. It'll take a minute as McNeil pressures. Now Procopio grabs it for Dallas, brings it up, sends it in, that'll roll. On the stick of Kerr. And Triplet sends it up. Harry Sy keeps it in. And it's sent right back out. Harry Sy sends it back. Wodak gets to it as Dallas had already tagged up. McNeil with it now for the Voodoo. Sends it off the boards. Kept in by Procopio. Sent right back down. Then right back out. Comes over to Harry Sy. For Dallas, he's going to slap it and hit the armpit of Kerr. Wow, what a shot. What a better stop. That was a long way away, folks. That was over half the rink. I'm just saying. As our second period is underway, Dallas winning the faceoff, bringing it down in. Wellborn, Kid Flash, showing his skills. Getting it through Josh Hall. Murphy, though, takes the shot. Aiden with either a pad or a stick save, one of the others. He threw both of them over there. Ended up in the corner where Josh Hall picks it up. Sends it over for Diaz. Ends up in the corner. Wellborn takes it away from Diaz. Sends it around. Hall battles for it. Gets it back. Sends it across for Brandemardo. And that's another goal for Dallas. As that goes right past Kerr. Good play by the Marksmen. We'll get the official call here in just a moment. So that was scored by number 66, Mike Brandemardo, his 6th of the day, 5th of the day. Assisted by 22, Josh Hall. 4-0. Voodoo still looking to get on the board. 9:21 left in the second period. Wellborn tried to clear it out. Brandemardo said no. Took it right back. Finds some space. Walks it in. Does a backhand attempt. Hits the side of the net. And he centers. Goes through everybody. Now King for the Voodoo. Starts running. And comes out. Brandemardo bags it. 2-on-1. And tries to send across. Wellborn read it good. Good stick. McQuaid on the other end. And the Voodoo have iced it. So we'll bring it right back down here. Trisha Brandemardo says, nice. Good job, Brandemardo. That was his fifth goal of the day. But he's put the ball in the net 6 times. That's how we'll say it for now. For Brandemardo. Get there! There's Harry Sy. battling with the clerk. Sai comes up with it, gets it over to Brandon Marto, looking for another hat trick.
Good, Aiden.
And Kerr with a good stop, ends up in the boards. And Wellborn sends it hard around. King will get to it for the Voodoo. Sends it back down for Godfrey, but that's taken. Now walking in. And Brandon Marto has it now. Off the shot from McQuaid. And Harry Sai with a shot ends up behind the net. Brandon Marto taking it again. Now Jackson Sai with a shot, and that beats Kerr, giving Dallas one more, number 5. And we'll see what the officials say on that one. I'm not sure who the assist goes to on that one, but we'll find out in a momentary. Yeah, that's not a word. Just go with me. Cool. 58. So that is no assist on that one. Scored by number 58, Jackson Sai, as we have a goalie change for the Voodoo. As Chris Sapita. Yes, Sapita. I've talked to Chris. He told me how to say his name. And I messed it up. Sapita. And we are back underway with 8 minutes to go in the second period. And the Voodoo go offside. As Voodoo win the face-off, that ball will roll right here in front of us. I'll lose sight of it, and then we'll find it again. As McNeil sends it ahead, but Hicks there to stop it from going much further. Sent across for Spears. Plays it off the boards, finds McNeil. It's chipped ahead for Guerra. Murphy there. Guerra gets around him, walks it in, takes a shot. It falls under Mueller, who falls down on top of it, making sure it doesn't fall any further. Gets that whistle. A sound we all love so much. Unless you're standing right next to it when they blow it. Oh my. Whew. I don't recommend it, folks. Especially when they do that really long and loud one to indicate either A, something's wrong, or B, the period's over. Ugh. Brutal. Just saying. Just saying. As Josh Hall making the moves. Brings it in for Dallas. Poked off his stick. And slapper taken goes high by Jeff Diaz. Picked up by Jackson Sai in the near corner. He's pressured. Walking it up. Getting through the feet. McNeil tries to help. Backhand attempt. Good stop by Sapita. And then another look by Josh Hall gets stopped by Sapita. As Josh Hall wins the faceoff, comes back for Hicks, and he'll wrist one. And that gets past Sapita, and that is number 6 for Dallas. $33, 22, 11, they say. So, to decipher that, that means John Hicks, number 33, scored the goal, assisted by Joshua Hall, number 22, and Jeff Diaz, number 11. And now we're all caught up. As Hall wins the face-off back, Procorpio sends it over to Harry Sai, back to Procorpio. walk it forward, hold it, sends it back to Cy. Cy gets it to Diaz, who takes a shot. That goes behind the net. Hall picks it up, sends it around, finds Morgan Forsyth, and Will Daniel takes it away from him. And the Voodoo send it up, not out, as Harry Cy keeps it in. Sent back down, Josh Hall. Battling O'Brien. Gets away from him, centers for Brandon Marto. Oh, just goes right through his legs. And now here comes Brody Weldon for the Voodoo, centering pass. Looking for Colton Johnson, but a good read by Dallas keeps it away. And now here's McQuaid. And his shot lobbed up. Play goes on. It did not touch the ceiling or go out of play. Brandon Marto sends it back for Harry Cy. He'll wrist one. That's stick to side along the boards. Brandon Marto gets back to it. Taken away by Will Daniel. He lobs it up. Kept in by Harry Cy. Good keep. And throws it back down. Brandon Marto not allowed to touch it as the Voodoo send it away. Into the near corner here. Now here comes McQuaid. He loses it. Back to Procopio. He wrist one. That was going wide. Kicked aside by Campbell. Or, excuse me, Bryant. Not Campbell. I keep saying Campbell. There's two Campbells with 11s. Now every 11 I see I call Campbell. I'm just saying. Slapper attempt by McQuaid. That ball from Brandon Marto went under the pad and then slid right back out of the goalie. Harry Cy with a shot goes wide of the net. Brandon Marto tried to stuff it again. Ends up behind the net. And he tries to pass to nobody in particular. Colton Johnson will take it. And then Jackson Cy with the slapper deflected up and out of play off of Will Daniel's stick, and that gets us a whistle. Clock continues running as a 6-goal differential. There's currently 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining on the second period. I don't know if I just said 4-goal differential, but I meant to say 6-goal differential. Don't question me, folks. I'm tired. I'm super tired. So I may say things wrong. And if I didn't and thought I did, that's also because I'm tired. And that's just how it goes. The Voodoo take it off the face-off. They'll bring it up. They'll bring it out. Now here comes King. Pressured by Jackson Cy. Comes behind the net. Picked up by Zenik for the Voodoo. Getting caught up in the feet. He's pressured. Jackson Cy pins it along the boards. Now squirting behind the net it goes as Hicks sends it a little bit further, finds Wodak waiting for it, and he'll chip it up for Murphy. Goes right past him. Wellborn gets to it first behind the net, sends it for Godfrey as Wodak was pinching, and Hicks batted it out of the air. Dallas can't play it unless they want to whistle for a hand pass. And then Wellborn throws it, and they say no ice. 2:55 left in the second. Back to get it was Hicks. King coming after him. So he sends it away for Jackson Cy. Jackson putting on some jets, bringing it in, and losing it. And now Zenik takes it away. Here comes King with a chance. Throws one. Mueller with a good stop. Another attempt. 2 stops by Mueller. Kept in by Godfrey, taken right back out by Josh Hall. And given to Costa, and oh, he had a moment of nothing but a net, and he just couldn't get the shot off. It allows Cepeda time to get over there. Procopio keeps it in. Over to Harry Cy, who wrists one, doesn't get through. I believe that was blocked by Wellborn, who gets it past Cy. Almost tried to put on the Jets. Now here comes Forsyth with a wrist there. Back to Harry Cy it goes. He wrists one. I don't think that made it through. And now Forsyth walking it in, top of the slot, wrists one. That's blocked, I think, by Godfrey. We got a spill. Forsyth gets to it. And right on the doorstep, Josh Hall takes a shot, blocked by Wellborn. Good stick and body and face. Whatever he blocked it with, I guess it was good it was there. Hall takes a minute to retreat. Sends it back up to Harry Cy. red line. He's waiting for something to do with it. Gets it to McQuaid, who gets it to Brandon Mardo, who throws one at the net. And that is blocked by Cepeda. And he tries another sharp angle, ends up behind the net. And they're feeding it to him. He takes another one, goes wide. That might have been deflected wide. I'm not entirely sure. Now Brandon Mardo with another one. I think they want him to get that second hat trick. I'm not sure, folks. Corpio sends it back to Brandon Mardo, who shoots it. And that's hat trick number 2 for Brandon Mardo, and the 7th goal of the game for Dallas. With 40 seconds left in the second period. Dallas needs one more goal, and that'll end this game early. Wait, is that hat trick number 2?
66.
Yeah.
Also, you still got that clock running. 66.
And our third period has begun. And Trey Johnson sends it up for the Voodoo. Out of harm's way for a moment as Hicks gets it back to McQuaid, who sends it deep behind the net. They'll battle. Johnson saying, stay away, it's my ball. And sends ahead for Spears. That's taken by Murphy. Back in for Dallas. Over to McQuaid. He's already got one today. Takes a shot. That ends up behind the net. On the boards. Johnson overruns it. And comes back for Brandon Mardo. Sends it up for Hicks. Hicks with a shot goes up into the net. Comes over back from Brandon Mardo. Tried to get back to Hicks. But Spears was there. He took it away, but Hicks putting on his jets. Steps in front of Spears. Grabs it in the corner. Sends it ahead. Now we got Brandon Mardo and Jackson Sy. Over to Sy. Dropping back for Wodak. His stick lifted by McNeil. Good play. Good defensive play. They send it over for Guerra. And then losing the handle. Jackson Sy coming back with it. He's got Wodak. Costa coming with him. Sy goes down. And Spears tries to send it up. Can't get it through Murphy. Murphy brings it back in for Dallas. Comes back down into the corner. But he loses the handle. As Sullivan sends it up for the Voodoo. Back to Spears off the boards. Comes to Jackson Sy. He'll bring it right back in for Dallas. Takes the shot and a great stop by Cepeda. Keeping Dallas from getting that last goal that they need to end this early. Currently 8 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third period. That is continuing to tick though. And off the face-off comes to Harry Sy. He takes a shot. I believe one of the Voodoos got a piece of it. And a slapper from Harry. I believe another Voodoo got a piece of that too. Preventing it from getting to the net. I could be wrong. He could have just bottomed down on that shot. And taken away from Wodak. But Corpio keeps it in. He risks one, goes just wide. Costa battling for it. It's all up in all the feet. And then pops up, out of play. That'll be blown dead. 7:15 left now. Oh, sorry. Goodness. Face-off rolled on towards the net, stick side by Cepeda. On ahead, Harry Sy. Keeping it away from Colton Johnston. And dump back in for Dallas. Josh Hall gets to it. And sent around, comes right out in the slot No Marksmen there to put it away. Johnson sends it down. Harry side back to get it. Set up behind the net. Plays it off the boards. Finds Brandon Mardo. Most dangerous Dallas player today. Over to Procorpio. Sent down. Corbin. And Brandon Mardo sends it right through the crease. Nobody there. Procorpio, though, sends it across for Hicks. Hicks throws it. Goes behind the net. Comes up on the near boards. It's pinned. Scorpio takes it, though. Walks it forward. Wrist one. Goes wide. Sent up. Now here comes Will Daniel. Getting it in. Gains the zone. Hicks knocks him off of it. He gets right back to it, though. And that goes around the net. And Dallas sends it up. And then back it comes. Now here comes O'Toole. And Mueller diving out just to interrupt the rolling ball, I guess. As Weldon now makes a move, gets around side, backhands one, goes through everybody, ends up in the far boards, where Hicks will pick it up, send it to Brandon Mardo. Brandon Mardo sends it ahead, pass just out of reach. So Godfrey's going to pick up on that. And he sends it over for O'Toole. Gained the zone, if only for a moment. Now Brandon Mardo all alone walking in. Wellborn steps into him, interrupts the shot, lifting the stick. Brandon Mardo regains possession. Wellborn right back up. They don't want Brandon Mardo to have that ball at all anymore. And McQuaid gets to it, gets it to Jackson's side. He'll drop it back for Hicks, who takes a shot. Blocker save, pad save. And it gets covered, and we got some shoving. No penalty. No penalty at all. Dallas gets some changes. Voodoo having some fun. Ref saying, hey, we're playing a game. Shut up. As it comes back from Murphy. Wrist one, goes wide. Comes over, picked up by Costa. And he's pinned along the boards. Voodoo gonna take it. But there's Wodak. He centers. Wellborn read it well, prevented the pass. And now here comes DeClerc. Jackson side with the long reach. Keeps it away and in and brings it back. And makes a move. Can't get it around Wellborn, though. Wellborn blocks the shot. I think that was with his face. Hicks sends it over to Costa, who fans on it. Now Wellborn with it, sends it hard around the boards. Jackson side, picks it up for a moment. Gets to it, sends it over to Costa. And now O'Toole. Took a little bit of a spill. Voodoo bench wanted a tripping call. The Voodoo bench just electing to be a cheering crowd. Really throwing me off my groove. I'm just saying, as here they go, they almost took out my tripod with a stick. That would have been fun. Holy cow. And Jackson side now. Throws one, hits the ref in the leg. I don't even know what's going on anymore, folks. Josh Hall, Jackson side. Everybody's trying. DeClerc's coming up with it. Now here comes Jackson. He's got it lobbed in. Godfrey backs it off. DeClerc goes through him. Scorpio gets it over to Harry side. Harry side over to Costa. Costa wrists one. I think that was deflected. Goes wide. Godfrey sends it up the boards for the Voodoo. Zenik had it. Lost it. Now here it comes. McNeil giving chase to it. Batted over for Harry side and popped up into the ceiling. We get a whistle with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the game. And my. What's the quickest way to throw a commentator off their pattern? And that's to just constantly cheer. Oh, can't even concentrate. Just throws me completely. Good job, Voodoo. That's fun. As Percorpio now for the Marksmen. Sends it up. And that's lobbed in by Diaz. And Johnson gets to it for the Voodoo. Sent up. Who is that? That's Guerra. Excuse me. Had it for a moment. Josh Hall on the doorstep for Dallas. Has it. Loses it. Takes it back. Loses it again. Brings it out. And now Spears got it ahead for Guerra. Nice lob. Diaz, I think, was wanting a call for something there and didn't get it. Harry Side takes it. 25 seconds left. Josh Hall pins it along the boards. Pins it ahead. There's Forsyth walking it in. Dropping it off from Brandon Marto. Takes a shot. That's blocked by Johnson. 12 seconds left. Here comes Guerra. He's walking it in. And Forsyth will grab it now and knock it just out of his own reach.